The entrance fee per vehicle is $10 for day use. Hey, what's up guys? Today we are here at Big Trees, Calaveras State Park, which is located by Highway 4 going east past Murphy. Before human interference, giants ruled the Sierra Nevada. These giant sequoias of Calaveras Big Trees State Park are among the largest and oldest living things on the earth. A story shaped by awe, loss, and preservation in Calaveras County. Let me tell you the history of this park. The giant sequoia was never truly discovered. For thousands of years, Native American tribes lived among these forests and knew the trees well. They had names for them: Wawona, Tuspungish, and Hiamiwidin, names rooted in the language and traditions of the Tule River tribe. To these communities, the sequoias were not curiosities, they were ancient beings, part of a living landscape tied to survival and balance. The first known European reference to the giants appears quietly in 1833, written in the diary of explorer J.K. Leonard. Though he didn't describe the trees in details, his route would have taken him directly through Calaveras Grove. Years later, in 1850, John M. Wooster carved his initials into the back of the massive Hercules tree. Still, no public attention followed. The giants remained largely unknown. That changed in 1852 when hunter Augustus T. Dowd encountered enormous trees in the North Grove. When he told others what he had seen, many didn't believe him, but when people came to see the trees for themselves, doubt turned into amazement. Dowd's account spread rapidly and became widely credited as the discoverer of the Calaveras Grove in the public imagination. One tree soon became famous, the Discovery Tree. In 1853, it was cut down to prove that trees of such size truly existed. The tree measured 25 feet in diameter at its base and was 1,244 years old when it fell. Sections of its trunk were taken on tour, while the enormous stump left behind was later turned into a dance floor. Naturalist John Muir condemned the act in his essay. The vandals then danced upon the stump. Today, the massive big stump remains, a lasting reminder of what was lost. The destruction continued. In 1854, another legendary tree, the mother of the forest, was stripped of its bark for exhibitions, removing its protective outer layer doomed the tree. By 1861, it had lost its entire canopy. Later, a wildlife burned through the area in 1908, leaving behind a blackened remnant. By the 1880s, the giant trees had become tourist attractions. A tunnel was cut through a living sequoia so visitors could walk and ride through it. Known as the Pioneer Cabin Tree, it was meant to rival Yosemite's famous tunnel tree. For more than a century, people passed through its hollowed trunk until it finally fell during the storm in 2017. As trees were cut, stripped, and altered, public outrage grew. In 1864, during discussions that led to the Yosemite Grant, Senator John Conness argued that places like Calaveras deserve protection, even after many people still doubted the trees were real. Despite this, Calaveras Grove remained unprotected. By the late 1800s, lumber companies owned much of the land and planned to log the remaining giants. Once again, people pushed back. In 1900, lumberman Robert P. Whiteside acquired options on the land, with plans to harvest the trees. A long preservation battle followed, led by Laura Lyon White and the California Club. Although legislation in 1900 and 1909 allowed the federal government to purchase the land, Whiteside refused to sell at the offered price. Finally, in 1931, his family began selling the property. That same year, Calaveras Big Trees officially became a California state park. The park continued to grow. In 1954, the much larger South Grove was purchased, bringing hundreds more giant sequoias under protection. Today, the park spans nearly 6,500 acres. The North Grove contains about 100 mature giant sequoias. The South Grove contains roughly 1,000. So we got this brochure, and the other brochure they have more details of the things to see here. So let's go and check it out. Okay na. Kahit bawal aso. Number 1. Looking downstream, you can see beam cuts in fallen Discovery Tree log, once used to support a bar and bowling alley. Across it stand the Sentinels, a towering sequoia that greeted visitors along the original road in the late 1800s. One sentinel fell on Thanksgiving Day in 1919, weakened by a massive burn scar and erosion from Big Tree Creek. Number 2. The giant sequoias are the largest living organisms on Earth. Dating back 180 million years to the age of dinosaurs, they can live over 3,000 years and now grow naturally in only about 75 groves along the western Sierra Nevada. Number 3. The massive wood on the ground may look like a fallen tree, but it's actually a branch from a nearby redwood. Some branches can exceed 6 feet or 1.8 meters in diameter. Number 4. In September 1965, the central sequoia in this grove fell during heavy rains, crashing down with earthquake-like force. Though giant sequoias are long-lived, fire scars, erosion, and fungus can weaken them. Toppling is one of the few things that can kill them. Weighing about 2,600 tons, this tree had shallow roots, just 6 to 8 feet deep, but spreading up to an acre wide. Today, new seedlings grow in the rich soil left by the fallen giant. Number 5. Known as the Empire State, this tree is likely the largest Sierra redwood in the North Grove. It measures 30 feet wide at the base and still spans 16 feet in diameter at 48 feet high. While not the tallest, it has the greatest mass in the grove. Number 6. spiral growth strengthens tree trunks, making them more flexible and better able to withstand wind and snow. Though bark patterns often hide the twist, spirals appear throughout nature, from snail shells and sheep horns to entire galaxies. Number 7. The granite state tree may appear still, but it lives year-round except in deep winter. Feeder roots stretch up to 150 feet, sending water upward through the sapwood, while sunlight in the ground becomes sugar through photosynthesis, flowing beneath the bark to sustain the entire tree. Number 8. Two trunks have fused in what appears to be a single tree, with large burn scars caused by fire trapped between them. Nearby, a horizontal bark cut likely marks where a marble name plaque was placed in the 1860s. In the past, bark and wood were taken as souvenirs and even shredded for home insulation. Now, number 9. The small dark green Taxus brevifolia along the trail grow here only with the giant sequoias in the North Grove, marking the southern edge of the Neuse Range. Number 10. See the old bachelor tree, its branches showing great age. The giant sequoias age, dead tops fall, leaving rounded crown of ancient trees. Woodpeckers use thinner bark from past damage and ahead, Big Tree Creek flows steadily, supporting native trout and nourishing the grove. Yeah, she's tired. A lack of exercise. Number 11. This stop highlights the rich vertical life of the redwoods. Take a moment on the bench to look up and observe it. The nearby trees called Mother and Son likely started growing at the same time. The larger Mother has thrived, while the Son has lost much of its top to wind or lightning.
Mother and Son. Paano si Mother ni Banso?
Number 12. John M. Worcester visited the grove in 1850, 2 years before Dowd's discovery. But his find went largely unnoticed amid the California gold rush. Hercules, once one of the largest trees here, was toppled in a violent windstorm in December 1861. Its long presence on the ground reminds us how slowly time moves in a redwood grove. Number 13. The father of the forest fell long before Euro-Americans arrived. Rich in tannin, its hardwoods resist decay, so decomposition happens slowly, like a giant time-release capsule feeding the soil. Now it supports mosses, shrubs, and even dogwood. Step inside and see if you can guess what hollowed it out.
Walking inside this house.
Number 14. These trees grew in response to disease, injury, and fire scars from closely spaced trunks.
Tumisap. Parang asfalto.
Number 15. The blackened snag before you, called the Mother of the Forest, was fatally damaged in 1854 when speculators stripped its bark, removing the inner layer that carries sugars, doomed the tree and left it vulnerable to fire, evident in the 1908 charring. Saw marks from the bark removal are still visible today. Number 16. This area burned in 1908, creating ideal conditions for Sierra redwood seedlings. Today, young redwoods with reddish bark and feathery foliage thrive here. Some are nearly 100 feet tall, while slower growing trees will eventually die off. At this age, they're beginning to produce viable cones. Number 17. The old road, part of the Carson Immigrant Trail, was used by Snowshoe Thompson, who skied 90 miles over the Sierra each winter between 1856 to 76, carrying 60 pounds of mail. It's also called the Camel Trail, after 9 Bactrian camels imported from Mongolia passed through in 1861 on their way to Walker. Number 18. From here, you can look into the heart of the grove, thriving for thousands of years. The rounded crowns and massive branches mark these ancient redwoods, many between 800 to 3,000 years old. 19. A common practice of earlier times was to name individual big trees after important people. This beautiful symmetrical tree was named for Abraham Lincoln, just after his death in 1865. Around its light egg-shaped female cones, taking 2 years to mature, fertilized by smaller male cones in spring. Each cone holds about 6,000 seeds. May stay on a tree 20 years plus and opens via fire, wind, snow, squirrels, or insects. One tree can produce up to 40,000 cones, generating countless seedlings when conditions allow. Number 20. Not all trees here are redwoods. Sierra redwoods grow within the Sierra mixed conifer forest, alongside other species between 2,000 to 7,000 feet on the western Sierra Nevada. This distribution is shaped by altitude, rainfall, temperature, slope, sunlight, and soil.
Falling giant.
Number 21. The Calaveras North Grove was a popular destination for tourists starting as early as the late 1850s. When the Wawona Channel tree in Yosemite was carved out in the 1880s, the owners of the North Grove responded by doing the same to this tree in hopes of increasing the number of visitors.
Chosen for its wide base and fire scar, the cut prevented top regrowth and increased fire risk, but a few green branches show it still survives. Number 22. Though thick redwood bark resists fire, intense heat can scar it, as seen here. Over 2,000 years, a tree may face 100 fires, surviving via protective bark, high branches, and wide bases. Fire suppression after Western settlement increased wildfire risk, So Calaveras Big Tree State Park now uses controlled burns to restore natural conditions and encourage new growth.
Number 23. This group of sequoias named for the three graces of Greek mythology, Aglaia, Europsin, and Thalia, may have started life together
After a fire or a fallen tree exposed soil and sunlight. California has two redwoods, Sequoia dendron giganteum, the largest, and Sequoia sempervirens, the tallest. Sierra redwoods produce only by seed, while coast redwoods can also sprout from roots, burls, and stumps. Number 24. In southern Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks, giant sequoias can reach 310 feet or 94 meters tall and 30 feet or 9 meters in diameter. Measured 4.5 feet above ground, their trunks can span wider than most rooms, almost the length of a football field when viewed to the top. Number 25. Lasting protection for the giant sequoias come through early preservationists like Albert Fricott. Discovered in 1852, the North Grove became part of California state parks in 1931. After changing hands, including lumberman Robert P. Whiteside, who pledged not to log it, public pressure ensured its protection for future generations.
Number 26. The platform was built near this group of sequoias so that you can have a close-up view of these ancient giants. Please do not climb into the trees.
Their thick tannin-rich bark protects against fire and disease while supporting wildlife. Squirrels and birds use for its nests. Carpenter ants tunnel brood chambers, red-breast sapsucker drilled sap wells, and some animals roll in bark dust to repel parasites. Now let's check out the visitor center.
Local media mga cup na yun.
Huh?
Local media.
Calaveras Big Tree State Park is more than a forest. It is a reminder of how close these giants came to disappearing and how public action helped save them. These trees survived fire, storm, and centuries of change. They survive today because people finally choose to protect them. When you walk among the sequoias of Calaveras, you are standing inside living history.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoy our walkthrough around Calaveras Big Tree State Park. Until next time, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. Bye! If you like our videos, please click thumbs up for like.
Hit the bell to subscribe!
Please comment.
And don't forget to share!